Yes, come on, shorty, let's go. Girl, I see you over there in the corner of the dance floor.
What's up, guys? I welcome you back to the channel. As usual, I bring you something new, and in this video is a blog I made about Moscow 3 weeks ago. I went to Moscow on the reason of renewing my Ghanaian passport. Yeah, so literally I had this plan of making a huge vlog episode about the life in Moscow, how people live in Moscow, the black community in Moscow, and I mean a whole lot. But unfortunately for me, I was not feeling that well. I was having influenza viral disease. So basically it was the early phase of the disease. So I was having little headache and I was having itchy throat. Yeah, so basically I didn't have the energy to do a lot. Yeah, I didn't have the energy to vlog a lot of stuff. So I just took videos of whatever I did in Moscow, and I'll explain everything to you guys. I don't know if so stay tuned and watch this video to the very end.
Yes, come on, shorty, let's go. Girl, I see you over there in the corner of the dance floor.
Okay, so we left St. Petersburg on the 6th of this month. Yeah, that's May. Yeah, so around 1 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, in the morning. So we left St. Petersburg at the Ladosky Vokzal, that's Ladosky train station. Yeah, so we took the train to Moscow on our way. I took some vlog. I mean, from Petersburg to Moscow, it took us about 8 hours, and the trip was just amazing. We had some. Now I went with my friend Stubborn Comrade. Yeah, so it was literally like going with my best friend. Yeah, so going out with my best friend was, I mean, the greatest feelings I had, and he really gave me a lot of energy. Although I was not feeling that well, he gave me the energy. Yo, do the vlog. I'm like, okay, no problem, I'll do it. Yeah, so from Petersburg to Moscow, the villages on the way, like it was really nice. The cottages, like the way they were arranged, like we saw some lakes, and the night view of St. Petersburg at that time too was very nice, and I hadn't seen that before. Yeah, so literally we got to Moscow in the morning. Yeah, around 10 a.m. in the morning, we got to Moscow, and we were supposed to locate for the Ghanaian embassy. But before we could locate the Ghanaian embassy, like the train station system the subway system in Moscow was really confusing. Like they have this web. It was really crazy. They have about 100 train stations. Yeah, they have about 100 subway stations, and it's really confusing. It's one of the complex subway stations I've been to. St. Petersburg's one is, I mean, it's very simple to navigate and find a way out. Yeah, so we had some little challenges there, and we finally got to the Ghanaian embassy, and we proceeded with our whatever we went to do there to renew our passport. Before then, my very first time getting out of the train station in Moscow, the view I had was, I mean, oh my goodness, that was really superb. I was expecting that, and I mean, I really saw that, and I was really amazed, and I mean, it was fun. Yeah, like my first time going to Moscow, like I was really happy. I was really happy. It was one of my dream cities in Russia. I've been in St. Petersburg for 4 good years, and I mean, come on, I've not been to any city in Russia, only the small towns around St. Petersburg. Yeah, so going to Moscow was a very huge dream. Like it was a dream. Yeah, dream to visit Moscow. Yeah, and I'm planning to visit other Russian cities, and I'm hoping to be strong at the moment of my travel, so that I'll be able to show you guys what exactly is in Russia. Yeah, so after the embassy, at the embassy, we heard there will be a Ghanaian match there'll be a football match between Ghana and Nigeria, and not knowing, they were having some conference, a Ghanaian conference, and I was not really sure of the date that conference was going on, but it was at the moment we got there. They started a day before we got there. So they were having football match between Ghana and Nigeria. Yeah, the students, Ghanaian students and Nigerian students. So basically, our train was supposed to leave 11 p.m. in the evening that day. The day we got to Moscow, we were supposed to return. Yeah, so because it was a football match between Ghana and Nigeria, we were supposed to go and support our guys and interact with some of the guys and take our train and come back at 11. So we got there, we had some fun, the usual Ghanaian jama, and we had a lot of fun. So when the match got to an end, a friend suggested that we should stay and have, the next day was picnic, and it was a huge program, like picnic and, what was it? Picnic, some kind of get together thing. Yeah, so they asked us to stay and bring our energy back to them and support them. Yeah, so we had to stay. Yeah, so we got a place to sleep. Fortunate for us, we got a place to sleep, and the next day we went to the location, and oh my goodness, that night was just crazy. It was really, really crazy. Yeah, so we had a lot of fun. I was able to interact with some Ghanaians who are also photographers like I do. We shared ideas. When photographers meet, you know what they really talk about. Which gear are you using? What is your experience? And those kind of talks. And yeah, I really learned a lot from him, or I learned one or two things from the Ghanaian photographer at that time. Yeah, so basically, aside that, yeah, I had the chance to walk around, meet some new friends of my friend, that's Hamza. Yeah. So we interacted, we had a lot of fun, some normal walks, and I really miss Moscow. Okay, so general view about Moscow. Yeah, it's a huge city and it's a crowded city. Like you could see a lot of people walking around. And one thing that really amazed me was I saw a lot of blacks in Moscow. Comparing it to St. Petersburg, you don't go out and meet. Even you can go out in a day without seeing a black person. But in Moscow, when that night, on the 7th night, where we were sitting in the park, some blacks were also sitting there walking around. Like I felt like I was in my home country. I was in Ghana. So literally, I felt like I'm in my home country because I could see a lot of black people around, but not like St. Petersburg where you get to a place where only white people are there. And it's amazing. Yeah, the city is really, really nice. I got the chance to visit the business center of Moscow. I've been seeing it on TV, television, and all that. And the Red Square, the famous Red Square in Moscow, I had the chance to visit that place. And amazing places like, oh my goodness, I have to visit Moscow again. Definitely, I have to visit Moscow again. So guys, I'll bring this video to an end. This is a little I could say about Moscow. But before you get to the end of the video, let me try to do some comparison between Moscow and Petersburg. Yeah, Petersburg. The Russians themselves like doing that comparison. So basically, Moscow and Petersburg. Moscow is nicer than Petersburg. Moscow is more advanced than Petersburg. Yeah, a lot of people are living in Moscow. High cost of living in Moscow as compared to this place. Yeah, so which place would I like to live? Moscow and Petersburg. I will choose Moscow. Because Moscow, the energy, the kind of vibe I saw when I got there, like enjoyment, very, very great. Although high cost of living, you will manage. if only you work, you can survive in Moscow, but if you don't work and you get funds or you get money from home, that really makes sense. And living in Moscow is interesting. I will choose Moscow, but but one thing I really didn't like about Moscow was their train system. Sorry, their subway system. It's so complicated, and some of them are very old. But in Petersburg, they are more advanced and it's easy to navigate or find a way out. But Moscow, you pass here, you go up, you come down. It's just crazy. Yeah, so guys, I took a lot of pictures and I'll be posting them at the right time. So stay tuned to the channel. I'll be dropping videos day in and day out. I'm currently working on a music video project, and at the right time I'll post the actual music video. If you've not watched this video session of the music, so the music they are making, that's Sophie and her team. kindly check the video below this video and get to watch that video. So guys, until I see my next video, peace out, subscribe, like and comment on your opinion.